Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 25th to the 31st, the last week of August. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in. Taurus, listen, this is going to be such a big week for you. There's so much happening for you. And, welcome to the last week. And, this is it. This is it. We're here. You made it through a bonkers month. Well, we're at the end of it now, right? As I said, August is going to be bonkers. July is going to be a little bit bonkers. But when I say this is it and we made it, right? This is the last week of August. I'm talking about this is the last week where you got to take life by the horns. Put on some AC/DC, Sheryl Crow. It don't matter. Get motivated. Get motivated. Put on the Twilight soundtrack. It doesn't matter. Just feel motivated. Take that inspired action because this is the week. This is the last week before Saturn moves back into Pisces on September 1st. Okay. And I've been talking about this for months. I've been saying over the summer, take inspired action to put yourself where you want to be by February 2026 and beyond because of the Prism portal. It's your new era. It's creating this new era for you and you create your reality. And so the Prism portal, which is this rare grand trine, I talk a lot more about it in your August forecast. If you're new, your monthly forecast. And we've just never experienced it in our lifetime. Humanity has never experienced this very specific alignment. Okay. And again, it's out with the old, in with the new. It's creating this new era. You're starting to see major changes in your life. If you haven't already, you are really gonna see them in August. Okay. And the Prism portal, it just changes, right? So I said the Prism portal, that alignment, right? It's years long, but there's peaks of it. And August is the last month of one of the biggest peaks of this window of opportunity for you. So please take advantage because look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. And September, it's not just that. Taurus, are you sitting down for this? I'm going to give you a second to sit down. I'm going to tell you something. This is why I'm telling you, really, there's going to be changes for you. Not only does Saturn move back into Pisces on September 1st, Uranus is going to go retrograde. Uranus is going to go back in your sign. Uranus is going to just kind of at that 29-degree point, that critical degree. So, your life is changing, and that's not it. Neptune is also going back into Pisces, and this week, Pluto's going out of bounds. And I'll explain that later. But do you see how every single planet, part of the Prism portal, changes? And next month is eclipse season. And I've talked about, I did the astrology overview, September astrology overview. I'll leave it at the end of this video if you want to get a little idea. But this is big. Okay. Remember 2 things. A, you're getting a glimpse of what your life is going to be like February 2026 and beyond. And that's why I say take inspired action to put yourself where you want to be by then. Secondly, please take advantage because I drop these forecasts a few days before the actual week begins. Remember, the new moon in Virgo. Yeah. So a lot of y'all are approaching it now. And so you've got the portal of that new moon in Virgo this week as well, on top of all of this. And we're, in Virgo season, and it's meant to transform your day-to-day routines in your life. And you're going to be hyper focused on things that bring you pleasure because remember Virgo rules your 5th house of joy, of pleasure. Family and children is a big emphasis here for you. Okay. Love, true love, romance, soulmate energy, creative projects, creativity, all of that. Huge energy around here. Sex, 5th house is procreation. A lot of y'all having babies. All right. So, and we'll talk. Okay. So, the bigger picture, though, remember Virgo season, Virgo energy, all about service to others. Yeah. So how can you help? How can you contribute to the collective, to humanity through the work that you do, to your work, to your family, right? And so keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is that you are going to see that it's really all about you feeling it right now leaving your mark, your legacy, moving toward your legacy. So you should be feeling that energy, and you really will feel it right now. All right, you're getting a glimpse of, like I said, where you will be by February 2026 if you've been putting in the work. And that's why I'm saying take inspired action. And I read your comments. I've seen the changes y'all go. I love it. It's so inspiring. So congratulations for all of y'all. I mean, like, new jobs, new careers, new things happening, but you see that it's happening. Yeah. So please put your energy out there this week, because look, right out the gate, Monday, August 25th, you have Venus, your ruler, moving into Leo. This is huge. Very, very, very different vibe from when Venus was in Cancer. Okay, pretty much all month. You could have felt a little bit extra sensitive. There could have been a lot of things that had to do with, like, you have a lot of family stuff happening for you, a lot of variety. You were probably communicating a lot, but very emotional, like from the heart. Really lovely. Now, Venus is moving into Leo, which rules your fourth house, and you've got your in Virgo season, which rules your fifth. The fifth house is Leo's home, and both have an element of home, family, relatives, your parents, grandparents, children, your significant other. So do you see how you're going to go through a lot of big changes in the home sector? Real estate, property matters, all of that. Some of y'all actually may become realtors. I mean, there's so much happening here. All right. Selling homes, things like that, things like that. Okay. So just listen, that's not it though. It's Venus and Leo. So Venus and Leo, I mean, that's love. Remember, Leo rules the fifth. So it's love, it's true love, it's romance, it's money. Venus is money. Yeah. It's creativity. In the sign of creativity, it's beauty, it's everything that your heart desires, and the sign of the heart, and fun, and creative projects, self-expression all week, for weeks, many weeks. So Venus is going to crank up your charm factor. All right, you're going to be radiating, you're going to be feeling super social and flirty, with a lot of well, to be honest, your mind on money, a lot of y'all, but you're also going to feel like this fire in your belly. That's Venus and Leo. That's passion. Yep. And remember, she's joining Mercury. Mercury's still in Leo all week. Yeah. Remember, Mercury is the mind, communication. Mercury's the brains. Venus is the heart. So you have that amazing mind heart coherence. And so June, remember, Mercury moved into Leo in June. So you've been working with this Leo energy in terms of communicating, a lot of things happening in the home sector. And then remember, Mercury went retrograde, so there could have been a lot of delays and things, like in your home, family, domestic sector, all of that. All right. But everything that you've been thinking about, Taurus, everything that you've been curious about, even putting things into high gear, things that you may have even launched since then, Venus is now providing a lot more passion. Like, you're going to feel this. Okay. Even wheels that you put in motion at that new moon back then. Yeah, just look at your June forecast. But anyway, this is a week that Mercury also leaves shadow. So, wow, not even a trace of Mercury retrograde at this point. So, really wonderful. Now, Tuesday, August 26th, one of the most bonkers days since man walked on the moon set. JK. Listen, August 26th, Venus, 4 aspects. Yep. And technically, yeah, it starts on the 25th, but we're doing it as a group package here. Yeah. And that's because you're going to feel all of this days before. Yeah. Even over the weekend. Okay. And then days after, because Venus is aligning with, she's connecting with all the outer planets. They move slow, right? And here's the other thing, she's aspecting. They're all aspecting 0 degrees, 1 degree of new beginnings on top of new beginnings, under the portal of the new moon. New beginnings. Your life is changing, Taurus. Your life is changing in a big way. A lot of love energy here. I love this for you. And not just that, again, remember, relationships and creativity, creative projects, money, peace, beauty, shopping, luxury, material possessions, even food. Yeah. Things that you desire. Yeah. Now, Venus trining Saturn. Let's start with that. Okay. This is perfecting 1 degree, August 25th. The last time we had this was July 1997. Think about what happened in your life around that time, okay? Because this is incredibly karmic. It's Saturn, right? And it's two fire signs, by the way. So you're definitely going to feel this. Everyone's definitely going to feel this. Saturn brings that promise of long-term, long-term support, stability, commitments, business deals, finances, investments, marriage, creative projects, your passions, your passions. He's with Venus. This is amazing. Okay. Loyalty. Yeah. And so remember, Saturn is in Aries. That would be your 12th house. All right. And Saturn natively rules your ninth. So, what does that mean for you? You've been going through a lot of spiritual experiences. And when I say spiritual, that word means it has a different meaning for everybody, but just baseline what feels meaningful to you. Yeah. What feels meaningful to the point where you're willing to put in the work and effort to transform your life through any responsibilities, any challenges that Saturn brings. But the great news here, it's a trine. Those are auspicious or in your favor. Saturn is actually, he's opening the door for you. Okay. He's like, come on in, come on in. So he's making things easy, but remember, he still wants you to work. You got to work, right? You got to put in the work. So, and it is Virgo season, so you already are, and you're a Taurus anyway. You already are, yeah. So, it's like I don't even have to tell you that, but it's really great because Venus and Leo just makes you really see and appreciate, um, you know, how your goals and your passions are so meaningful to you. So I really love this. All right. The one thing is that, yeah, it's Aries and Leo. So just keep that in mind because remember, those are two signs that are very like me, right? Me. And in terms of like, I'm gonna do this, Aries is that it has that independent flair. Leo is the spotlight. You got that spotlight, right? And Virgo energy is all about others, service to others. So just keep that in mind, right? The other thing is Mars is still in Libra, and so I think this is going to be really great for you through this process. Mars is drive, and you're to willpower, ambition, libido as well. I like all of that, but Mars in Libra rules your sixth house. So remember, that's Virgo's home. So there's a connection here too. And so focus on that harmony, that compromise, all of that, right? That balance. Yeah. Mars and Libra in your everyday activity. What do you want in your everyday activities, your daily routines? How do you want that transformed? Yeah. Work, health matters as well. A lot of attention here. Just be sure to love what you do. Yeah. Tina Turner, by the way, and Parker Posey, White Lotus. Y'all saw that. Ricky Martin, John Cena, Halle Berry, they have Venus trine Saturn in their charts. They love what they do. They've got that spot. You know what I mean? Like they're in it to win it. That Saturn energy. Anyway, then you got Venus, exile Uranus, and Gemini. Wow. Wow. That's happening at 1 degree, Taurus. I don't even know what to tell you here. I have no idea what to tell you because this is gonna be bonkers. First of all, it's a sextile, so it's this window of opportunity. It's opportunity for you right here, okay, to help you thrive and grow and prosper. And remember, Uranus is Gemini, first time in 84 years. So nobody on Earth living right now has experienced this. Okay, this is electric. Oh, that fire and air. Oh yeah, this is electric. Breakthroughs. Yeah, you're having breakthroughs. You're letting your authentic self shine, especially with love, creativity, money, your passions. And yes, love and romance is a big thing with Venus and Leo. And with Uranus and Gemini, that's your second house, that's your home. So a lot. So yeah, big breakthroughs here, especially with money. Okay, salary, income, finances. Again, it's a sex house. You got to put in the work, but it's there for you. And so a lot of home family energy as well. And if you're not here for money, the second house is also self-worth, self-value. There's something here where you're going to feel really good. There's almost like this feeling proud of something you did or feeling this validation. It's just really something boosting your confidence and you may be getting something. Okay, remember Uranus is all about surprises and the unexpected. So, yeah, you may be getting something, right, in your physical world. That's your second house, right? So, hey, that toaster that you've been eyeing that you can't keep your eyes off, like at the window at Walmart, like you just like you may get it now. All right, someone may get it for you, bat for you. You never know. Maybe a family member. Uh, Here's the other thing: the best way to use this aspect, by the way, remember you want to use these aspects. Take a moment to ask yourself on this day, even days before, right? I wonder what would happen if I dot dot dot. Okay, because this is an aspect that's all about experimenting and being curious and taking risks. Remember, out with the old, in with the new. That's what's happening for you right now. And you know, our experiences shape us. And this is a big shaper of an aspect. All right. And please, please use this. Just you will see so many things happen for you if you step out of your comfort zone and try something different. All right. So that's what Uranus wants you to do. Remember that. Wants you to shake old routines. And so does the prison portal. So you definitely could have your sliding doors moment. If you're single, you could have some opportunity, something coming through with home, that maybe that house that you wanted, it's on sale or something, right? Anyway, you get it. And we won't have this aspect again until March 2026. Take advantage. Now, Venus trine Neptune. I don't even know what to tell you here. Like, you're going to feel this. You're going to really feel this. It's happening at 1 degree. And just again, nobody living right now has experienced this. Remember, Neptune and Aries, the first time since the 1860s. Yeah. So this is Venus and Neptune, little sister, big sister. They're related. They both rule music, first of all. So remember, sound is healing, sound is therapeutic, sound is energy, it's frequency. Use this. This is beautiful. This is high frequency. Hemisync, the binaural beats. Yeah. All right. I've always talked about that. I talk more about it on the Great Awakener. So much compassion here. And it's all about the arts with Venus and Neptune. It's all about the arts, painting, dancing. It's that creative expression that I was talking about. You're going to feel this. You're going to absolutely feel this. It's photography, it's filmography, it's museums, it's galleries, being inspired. Okay. It's also huge healer energy. And the fact that you have Neptune and Aries in your 12th house, which is very spiritual, it's very transcendent. It's daydreams. It's visionary energy. I've talked about that too. Visionary, visual, visualize, vision boards. Great day to make a vision board. All right. This is absolutely, this is divination. And yeah, 2 fire signs. You're going to feel this. And again, this is just a lot of, there's so much, something really special here with the fact that you have Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter, natively, or Jupiter rules Pisces as well. So your 11th house is activated. That's where your North Node is. But then Neptune is a ruler for Pisces. So you're going to feel a lot of that energy. Pisces rules your future hopes and wishes, long-term goals and dreams. At the same time, Saturn's making that happen. And remember, Saturn conjunct Neptune right now. I'll leave that video at the end of this video if you did see that on what to expect for you for the next few years. That's happening too. Saturn's helping build the making your dreams become reality. Okay? He is reality. Neptune's your dreams for your future. So this is just really amazing. Just really be open to this energy. All right. Now, you see that Venus is going to be opposite. Oh, well, and also for you, keep 1 foot on the ground. Okay. Because this is strong. Venus trine Neptune is very strong. It's almost like a big portal that opens up of, and like just over the top imagination, and it's really, really nice. But the good thing is Saturn's here, that is grounding, but it is happening in your 12th house, which is very nebulous. And it's like there's no borders, there's no walls, there's nothing. It's like that's the 12th house, right? And it is healing and it is intuition. So you're really, really gonna feel this, okay? Because once again, Saturn, it's just look at the Saturn Neptune video. All right, now Venus opposite Pluto. All right, that's gonna be a big deal, especially for you. Especially for you. I'm gonna tell you why. Venus is going to be, so, well, first of all, this only happens like once a year. And you are going to feel this days before, days after. And this is that aspect where it's not seeing eye to eye. Power struggles, a little bit of imbalance, a little bit of, jealousy and obsession and things like that. Like, we come up with this aspect, especially around love, money, and sex. This is an aspect where it takes two to tango, right? Like, there's another person involved, and it's Pluto. Remember, I've talked about Pluto, ruler of the underworld, right? So, really excavating, as in it really goes deep. There's a depth to this aspect, and Pluto likes to reveal things. So, secrets being revealed around this time, even maybe deep desires that you have coming to the surface. It really is. It's a big aspect, okay? And it could be also you really exploring your relationship with partners, okay? It can be love, it can be career, or your relationship with money. But whatever you're investing or have been investing your time and energy into, there is true emotional depth here and a little bit of intensity, okay? Remember, Pluto in Aquarius was your 10th house. Yeah? So that is your career. It's your reputation. If you're not here for career, it's wherever you're putting your energy that you want to be known for, right? That's what it is. It's honors, it's achievements, it's very public facing. All right. And you've got Venus and Leo in your 4th. So there may be a little bit of tug of war between home and work, career and the foundations of your life. Just remember, Mars is in Libra. Honesty, compromise, patience. That's how you use this. Should anything happen. All right. Should anything happen, good things come to those who wait. Right. And as I always say, you can use these aspects. And so, even though it is an opposition and there is a little bit of a squeeze, um, you can have your breakthrough. You can have your breakthrough here. There's so many ways you can use this, but we'll, 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 well, I'm going to tell you something here. All right. This is why you may really feel this is because, and we're going to talk more about it in the second spread. We basically have a T square. Okay. And Pluto is going to be in Aquarius. Pluto is a ruler of Scorpio, right? And so that brings in that Scorpio energy. Scorpio is your opposite sign. Partnerships, relationships, marriage, legal matters, contracts. Remember, Juno's there too. The moon will be in Scorpio this day. And so there's your squares to Venus, to Pluto. And so that's why I say, Taurus, some of y'all may really, really feel this because, the moon in Scorpio has that intensity. And Scorpio is the ruler of the 8th, right? And so why am I telling you that? Well, the 8th house is Pluto's home. First of all, it's Scorpio's home. Yeah. And the 8th house is where you go really deep, and it has to do with partners, business partners, building wealth. Yeah. You already got money stuff happening, but it's also transformation. Now, here's the thing. Over the weekend, the moon will then go into Sagittarius, and Sagittarius rules your 8th house, which again is Scorpio's home. So you may have a lot of activity with partnerships, relationships, love, marriage, contracts this week. All right. And by the way, all the Venus aspects, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your, husband or for your, pool guy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All the fire and air signs gonna feel this the most. Okay. I am throwing in you too. Okay. Venus is your ruler, and you do have that, Scorpio, your opposite sign in the mix. Mm-hmm. And you're a fixed sign too. So, it's Pluto in Aquarius, Venus and Leo, fixed signs. You throw in the squares with Scorpio, fixed sign. You complete the picture. So yeah, throwing in you Taurus. And then if you know your birth chart, if you know your natal chart, if you have any planets between 0 to 3 degrees in Aries, Leo, Aquarius, or Gemini, you will feel these Venus aspects the most. All right. Now, the other thing is that, and yeah, again, we'll talk more about it in the second spread because there's a little bit more there. But I wanted to tell you about Pluto going out of bounds. Now, this is when it again. Remember how I told you last week that this is not a typical month, this is not a typical year, this is not a typical decade? Well, Pluto hasn't been out of bounds for thousands of years. So this is not, so now we can affirm not a typical what millennia, century, millennia. Anyway, when Pluto goes out of bounds, I'm not gonna like go too much into it, but he's basically let's just say he goes a little bit more extreme. He has a lot more, it's like no one's watching him and he's just kind of like out of his ecliptic. Like it's and again, we've never experienced Pluto out of bounds and we'll never again. Okay. So it just means there may be some of y'all that really feel this in career. You really need to have that big breakthrough in career. Huge. Okay. You're feeling it. It's all or nothing. This transformation that you want, Pluto's transformation, right? Oh, big, big, big breakthroughs that you're seeking. Okay. And partnerships as well, because remember, Pluto natively rules your seventh. Partnerships, relationships, contracts, legal matters, one-on-one relationships. You're looking for it, right? And so just keep that in mind. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that energy. A little bit heightened. And look, and yeah, I talk more. Look at my last live stream. I talk a lot more about it anyway there. I'll leave that at the end of the video. So keep that in mind. But the reason why you see this is a bonkers month or week is not only is all that happening, that needs like, I don't know. I feel like I need to bring something like bells or something. Like this is big. All right. We have on Thursday, the 28th, the rare Uranus Neptune sextile. So remember, Uranus in Gemini, sextile Neptune in Aries. Okay. 1 degree of new beginnings. And this, just like Saturn sextile Uranus 2 weeks ago, is big because they're the legs of the prism portal. Yeah. With Saturn, Neptune at the top of the apex conjuncting, and then Uranus trining Pluto. There's your pyramid, right? So this is major because they're now perfecting, and we haven't seen this since the late 1960s. So this aspect is a huge movement for the collective. You're going to see it, and you're already seeing it. Okay, you're already seeing this change, and I talk more about it in your August forecast. So I'm just going to give you a quick little remember. This is 2025 to 2027, the most pivotal, the most important, the most crucial years of the decade. Okay. Some would even say of the century. What's happening now is just, it's pretty major. This prism portal, you're not, it's again years long. It's years long, but you feel the energy the most the next years. And it's one of the reasons why I launched Great Awakener, right? Because it's not just the astrology. It's not just the astrology. It's the, I've talked about this. It's look at the last live stream. Okay. It's so many cycles, geophysical, historical, Kali Yuga. There's so many cycles converging right now. What are the chances, right? All right now. So you're going to see a big change for the next 2 years. All right. And I'll just leave that life if you want to know more, but just know that this is like everything. Consciousness is changing. The collective is changing. The collective unconscious, everything. Uranus and Gemini is the mind. It's innovation. It's the future. Neptune and Aries is higher mind. It's the visionary, the dream, spirituality. Okay. These planets are merging their energies. And it was Albert Einstein who said imagination is more important than knowledge. And you get the best of both worlds with this aspect, okay? So you are going to have some really big breakthroughs, and you like inspired innovation, and just a lot of creative energy. A lot. I mean, with the fact that you got Neptune Aries in your 12th, you got Uranus and Gemini in your second. Yeah, that's big. That's big. So for you, Taurus, really big breakthrough when it comes to your self-worth and the things that you value. Okay. As well as money. Yeah, it's your second house, and food. I know I keep bringing that up, but yeah, it is a thing because for you especially, you've got Mars and Libra in your 6th, and we are in Virgo season. I told you Virgo rules the gut, the digestive system, and then you have Mars and Libra in your 6th or home, and then you also have Uranus and Gemini in your second house, which is food, and it's your home. Yeah. So anyway, and Tauruses love good food. Tauruses love good food. Anyway, just remember this is just like a slow drip, right? So there's peaks of when you're going to feel this really strongly. Sometimes like you won't, right? This is the strongest point. So please take advantage. Okay. You're seeing that your life is changing. You're seeing that your mind is changing. Your purpose even may be changing. It was Heraclitus that said the only constant in the world is change. And he also said you cannot step into the same river twice. Thank you, Heraclitus. He would have loved memes. But it's so true because you are the same. You're always the same person, Taurus. Okay. But every moment that you have is unrepeatable. They're always unique, and you always want to be aware in the moment. You always want to be present in the moment, live in the moment. Yeah. That's why I keep saying out with the old, in with the new. And this, a lot of things that are happening this week, including the Prism Portal. It's non-negotiable in terms of out with the old, in with the new. If you're not changing, it's going to make you change. And that's why I'm saying you create your reality. Make those changes that you want. And it's all part of your personal growth and your spiritual growth and your journey and being the best version of yourself and vibrating at that high frequency on your journey. So why I launched Great Awakener. Okay. And thank you so much to all y'all who have signed up already. And definitely check it out. It's it's also like just me showing you that like I'm living proof. Like you create your reality. I went through, if you saw the live streams, you saw what it took to get to this point to launch the site. But even still, you got to feel something in your bones, right? You got to love what I said earlier. Love what you're doing. And the fact that everyone's going through change and doing new things. So thank you so much, everybody. Let's get started, by the way. Let's see what's going on for you. I was going to tell you one more thing on Sunday. Yeah. Remember how last week we had the Sun trine Chiron? Well, this week we will have Mercury trine Chiron. So that's really nice because that's very, very like healing words, like speaking healing words into existence. It's perfect if you do have some sort of squeeze after that Venus Pluto opposition, especially with a partnership relationship. Again, it can be in any capacity, whatever resonates with you. But I really love this. Just keep in mind Mercury and Leo, Chiron and Aries, fiery, fiery, fiery. The moon will be in Sagittarius, as I said, over the weekend in your 8th house. That's all the fire signs. So it can be fiery words like a Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids when she was jumping on Kristen Wiig, just like, snap out of it. You got police officer Irish guy that wants you, and you got that bakery to do, and things like that, right? You got makeup with your best friend. Could be like that. Could be like that. All right. So just keep that in mind. Like, gonna be a thing, and a lot of it's gonna have to do with home, family, and the fact that Ceres is active. Juno is active over the weekend. We'll talk about it in the second spread. Yeah, it may be mom. It may be mom, grandmother, female figure for you. A lot of y'all, maybe a boss, female boss. Just saying. Anyway, y'all are amazing, Taurus. Let's get started. See what's going on for you for the week of August 25th. Oh, well, you got, don't. This happened last time. I'm not even gonna. August 25th to the 31st, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Did you see? I'm still working on this new camera system. You didn't see it's not in the. You see the card that popped out for you? Just like last week, like what is the universe has got your back all the time, every second of the day. Okay. If we're counting time, there it is. Okay, new system. Sorry. All right. So there you go. There's a little peekaboo. There's your little extra bonus card. The universe want you know that you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. Everything's good for you. You got opportunities coming through, and you're going through this major rebirth this week. To be honest, huge. Yeah. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading, Taurus. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Taurus, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. Yeah, I can't even believe that happened. I can't even believe that happened. How'd it happen? You saw like your last week's reading? Like what? All right, let's. Oh my, come on, come on. This is okay. So, literally everything that I said. Here it is. Okay, so you know that you're good, but we're gonna talk about something. You have the Queen of Swords. Not surprised. Okay, remember this is a great Queen of Swords, all about integrity, honesty. This is someone who's got a really big backstory. You know, she's gone through a lot. And there's a reason why she's the one sitting in this throne. Okay. And she has left all emotions out the door. Out the door. And it's only because she doesn't want her emotions to cloud her judgment. And some of the things that she has to say to someone, some of the things that people are going to tell her. And also, maybe even mediating. Yeah. Because there's still a lot of healing energy that you're going through with Saturn and Neptune conjuncting in your 12th. Okay. And so I really love this because it brings a lot of clarity, head above the clouds. You have that authority, that sense of authority. And there's this, even like, again, there could be a lot of y'all recognizing, look at what I went through. Look at where I'm at now. So be very, very proud of yourself. All right. And it is going to be a week where you may be just very sharp, very on point. Let's do it. And fueled by that divine energy. See your sword pointed straight to this, to the divine, to the cosmos. 3 of Cups in the heart of your spread. You're celebrating something. Something's ending. Something's beginning. And of course, like I said, especially with this new moon, there's so much happening. You may be receiving a message too that you're celebrating. You may be announcing something that you're celebrating. Whatever it is, it's really sweet. It's really special. You see the 3 sisters. I mean, they're toasting. Yeah. So this is really great. And 3 is a vibration of the Empress, which is basically your card. No, it's a weird way to look at you, but I was like, oh, love it. Okay. That's really great. It's really great. And the other thing about having the 3 of Cups and the heart of your spread, I just feel like there's really um it's like this feel good way, right? It's like it's bonding at the end of the day. And bonding like raises your oxytocin levels. Like it's bonding that. Anyway, I'm not gonna okay, so let's keep going. You got the 9 of Cups um in your challenge area. Now, remember you had a little last week where you popped out. So, 2 things here. It looks like there's something that you've been wanting, something that you've been working on, something that may have like you really, really, it makes you feel really good, makes you feel really proud. And there may be something, and it maybe something about it hasn't like fully materialized yet. And that's the key word yet. Remember, this is just a weekly reading. Okay. There's a lot of, remember, one of the biggest tests for everyone is, especially with what's happening this week, is practicing that patience. But remember, that's Saturn and Aries anyway. Yeah. I've talked about this: wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. And you even see that here too with the 8 of Pentacles. He's very diligent, he's very patient, and that seems like something that you're doing. So that's why I don't think that this is going to be really hard for you, right? The but the other thing is that there may be something here where someone in your life may feel like there's a little bit of, they're not receiving something. Okay. It just feels like they may feel left out, or there was just something happens this week where it's a little bit of, remember I talked about like there can be some feelings of those lower energies of jealousy, things like that. It's just with Venus opposite Pluto. So just be very mindful of that. Always be like heart focused and you'll be fine. Okay. But yeah, just remember, if you feel like it's you because of that Eight of Pentacles and you see what's in your future, like, yeah, just remember you're good and things are happening. And with that Eight of Pentacles, it is attributed to Sun and Virgo. We are in Virgo season. So it's just, again, it's just, you are definitely focused. What I say about like making your mark, moving toward your legacy, your goals, that's what he's doing. So stay in that zone, stay in the zone and keep going after everything that you want. He's going to be successful. Yeah. So really great. Now, you got the devil. So you do see the two people from the Lovers card, and it is card 15. 1 + 5 = 6, right? The Lovers card. So what is it, right? What is that one thing when Venus opposite Pluto, and then you got the moon in Scorpio in the mix, really highlighting something here that we have to still let go out of the old and with the new before the new era, right? As you form your new era deep within you. That's what I said. Venus opposite Pluto, it goes deep. All right. It has to do with partnerships and relationships with you, with the moon in Scorpio. And the moon in Scorpio, by the way, yeah, that day, but for 3 days, 27th to the 30th. So you're going to be having moments, and this is requiring you to go deep and maybe do some shadow work, and right, because it could be you that is, has those feelings of, do you know what I mean? Like, because this card is jealousy and codependency and obsessions and bad behaviors and vices and addictions and everything you think the devil would represent. But I say that devil is an energy vampire. It's like putting all your energy somewhere where, like, you could be putting it somewhere more productive and optimistic and cheerful. Yeah. Honesty, all of that. So take that time this week. What is it that may come up? Or remember I said secrets coming to the surface. It just feels like it might be you. There may be something you may have to tell someone. All right. And that could be your celebration, to be honest. And again, you're protected. Yeah. The sun is the biggest yes in tarot. It's like you're good. That's the sun. So keep that in mind. All right. And remember, it can be a career for a lot of y'all. And there may be something here where it's like you're going deep in the subconscious as well. No? All right. And don't be afraid to. You got the 9 of Wands. So this is indicating, yeah, like I'm still in it to win it. There's some things here that this is pretty much like a don't give up card. Like, you're hanging in there, you're protecting your wands, everything that you've worked hard for. You're not letting anybody come get them. But yeah, you can see he's a little like, so yeah, there may it's a 9. You're coming to the end of something. And what are the chances this card is attributed to moon in Sagittarius? Yeah. Second decan of Sagittarius. So what does that even mean? Well, moon Sagittarius over the weekend for you. What did I say? Your 8th house. You got to go deep. Yeah. Partnerships, relationships, wealth building, your personal transformation, death and rebirth. That's 8th house. Okay. And so you got to take that time. All right. You got to take that time having those moments. Like, is this worth fighting for? Do I let this go? Like, if I feel this in my bones, and yeah, definitely know that that's, what I want moving forward. But have those moments thinking about it. All right. And you're going to be good. I'll clarify that one later. Let's what time is it? Taurus, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me. No, seriously, I want to know what's going on. This is gonna be a big week for you. It's got a huge week for you. I love it. All right, so Taurus, oh wow, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. Just do that shadow work. It's just like something does have to come to the surface. And even if it's just for you, yeah, all right. So Four of Swords, really great. There you go. You've got that. Even that is just indicating you've got time this week to, you're being in that headspace, right? Taking that time to like rest and retreat and spend time in nature, let things come to the surface. And this could even be you admitting something to yourself, right? That's when you feel empowered. That's when you're going through these changes. That's when you make all this room for the new. I love that. Yeah. And the Four of Swords is attributed to Libra, by the way. So yeah, there may be something here with partnerships and relationships. That you need yeah. And again, it can be career, it can be, yeah, if you're not for love. Nine of Pentacles. What I say about that money, yeah, you got the Nine of Pentacles in your external factors area. Yeah. Two things here. It does seem like there is for a lot of y'all this motivation this week to just keep moving in a direction where you don't have to worry about money, where you can just say, like, you know, I've worked so hard to get to this point, to stand in my private garden of abundance with a lot of enlightenment. I can wear a gown, I like gloves and stuff. Like, yeah, that's you, right? So I love that because again, it's all about what's going on up here. You got the Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You can have anything you want. You know that, right? You can have anything you want. So there is a little bit of like mind over matter. There's a little bit of like manifestation. There's a little bit of everything here, but it's just like Pentacles are your physical realm as well. And so just again, it's the fact that you have Uranus and Gemini. Uranus is so active this week. Yeah. You have these breakthroughs. All right. The other thing is, it does seem like there is going to be someone that may open up some doors for you here. Really nice. She does have your symbol, a symbol of Venus, right? Your ruler all over her gown. So it can be something with love and money. There could be something here where you even celebrate something where it could even be like one of your partners or something like that, where they come into money or all this abundance. But there still is a sense of just like, you know, independence. Is independence. I did this, I earned it, I feel really good. That's really nice. But yeah, it does look like for a lot of y'all, someone could be opening doors for you. And then you have Judgment, really great. I mean, there you go. You want it. You're seeking this like huge, profound spiritual moment. And in real time, yeah, this week, yes, you've got Saturn and Neptune both really active this week in your 12th house. Okay. So remember, that's really big. This is amazing. And then you have the King of Swords. And so I love this for you. You got the pair, the Queen and the King. And again, just the King of Swords. The difference between the King and the Queens is that, can you even see? You can. Okay. uh, the Kings are more like public facing. Their powers, their energies are more external. Okay. And so remember, well, King of Swords is Aquarius. And remember, you have Pluto and Aquarius in your 10th house of it's very public facing. Yeah. Career, your reputation, honors, achievements, even social status, even like leadership. I mean, he's a big leader here. So it does seem like there may be something you're announcing, okay? Or something where you're going to be in a position where you have a lot more power, or there's something here that's very empowering for you. Okay. No, it's very nice. It's very nice. A lot of power, a lot of authority. You got that sun popping out. Yeah, nine of wands. I'm gonna take a look at that. And well, okay, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, see, you're gonna be fine. Just hang in there, you're gonna be good. You got something new coming through. You see that with that Page of Cups. That there's something that you are just really compelled to even like try something new. That's the Page of Cups. I mean, talk about curiosity and imagination. I mean, who else talks to a fish popping out a cup? You know what I mean? Like, and also remember, you will have like these surprising moments, and but this is really great. There could be someone coming into your life, or something that's coming into your life, or something that you're moving into where you're really following your bliss now. And again, the Page of Cups, very Piscean energy. Just oh, that's just so sweet. It's just it's spiritual. It's your dreams, imagination, a lot of creative energy, creative projects. But This is really great. You have an amazing. I told you. You're good. You're good. All right. So all right, Taurus. Thanks so much. Next week, we're gonna do Sagittarius. We're gonna do Sagittarius. We're gonna do September. It's eclipse season. It's a big one. It's a big one. I mean, look at because it's not just that. I look at I did a September over. There's a lot happening in September, so that's why I'm just like, please, please, please take advantage of this week where you've got these huge window. And it's not to say nothing will happen in September. It's just September eclipses. Remember, are like game changers, and expect the unexpected. And I talk more about it. Okay. The other thing is, the second spread. Oh, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about a lot of things. I did tell you Juno and Ceres both very active, over the weekend. So you might have some big things happen over the weekend, but we'll talk about it. I'll tell that. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. And y'all, thanks so much, Taurus. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on, and I will see you next week. All right, bye. Thank you. Bye.